5 reasons your child should get the COVID-19 vaccination. Based on the surveys, the youngest children are the least likely to be immunized, with just 78% of the population having gotten at least one COVID-19 vaccination. The COVID-19 vaccination is currently advised for kids aged 6 months and older by the ACIP and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC. This means that an additional 18 million kids are now qualified to get the COVID-19 vaccine. Children can spread the illness while they have no symptoms, just like the adults and teenagers who have COVID-19. Additionally, even though children who have COVID-19 infections may experience milder symptoms, there are still many instances of children developing severe lung infections and necessitating hospitalization. Symptoms from other consequences, such as multisystem inflammatory syndrome in children, may persist for a long time or necessitate urgent care. Furthermore, even though young children are less likely to experience a severe sickness at first, they might still experience COVID symptoms for a long time after their illness has subsided. So, by vaccinating your kids, you may both safeguard them and your family while also hastening the conclusion of the pandemic. Here are the top 5 explanations why doctors advise vaccinating your kids. Let's get started. 1. The COVID-19 vaccine can aid in protecting your kids against COVID-19. Anyone can get COVID-19, and any age can experience severe symptoms. Children are susceptible to catching and transmitting the virus, particularly given the more contagious Omicron version. After analyzing evidence from Pfizer and Moderna demonstrating that their COVID-19 vaccines are effective in lowering the risk of infection and severe COVID-19 disease, the CDC now advises COVID-19 vaccination for kids aged 6 months through 4 years. Millions of kids between the ages of 5 and 17 have already received the COVID-19 vaccine safely, and the results demonstrate good protection against serious illness. 2. It might enable your family to resume living a more regular life. By vaccinating your children, you can lower their risk of getting COVID-19, which may help them avoid getting sick. This implies that kids can continue their education without interruption at daycare and school. Older kids are more likely to have uninterrupted trip plans, be able to join in sports and clubs, and return to enjoyable activities like play dates and hanging out with friends outside of the home. Vaccinated children without symptoms may not need to be quarantined after coming into contact with someone who tested positive for COVID-19, depending on school's policy, which also helps parents continue working. 3. It serves as a role model for people in your neighborhood. Children's vaccinations against infectious diseases have long been advised, and in many educational systems, they are required as a matter of public health. Parents who are outspoken and passionate about vaccinating their children should inspire others in their community to follow suit. According to a Kaiser Family Foundation study, 1 in 5 parents of children under the age of 5 will vaccine them right away, protecting friends, family members, and faculty and staff at the school where the child attends. In this case, you are really essential in motivating other parents to vaccinate their children and choose what is best for their family. 4. It helps to protect your family, friends, and teachers. In addition to lowering the risk of COVID-19 related short and long-term health complications, vaccination also helps to stop the disease from spreading to people who are most at risk for developing severe COVID-19 illness, such as elderly people or daycare workers who have underlying medical conditions. This indicates that childcare disturbances brought on by COVID-19 instances in daycare are less common. Additionally, while vaccines lessen the risk of the virus spreading, they also lessen the possibility that the virus would mutate into versions that could be more contagious or resistant to vaccinations. The overall decline in infections lowers the number of community hospitalizations and fatalities as well as delays the introduction of new coronavirus variations like the Omicron variant. 5. The COVID-19 vaccination is safe. Following a thorough analysis of safety, immune response, and efficacy data, the FDA and CDC decided to advise Pfizer and Moderna COVID-19 vaccination for younger children. Children may experience minor side effects from standard childhood vaccines, such as fever, soreness, and pain at the injection site. There is a small chance that a vaccination could have serious side effects. The safety of COVID-19 vaccinations is still being evaluated. Parents are urged to sign up their kids for VSafe so that they can communicate how their child is doing after receiving a vaccination. Now, let's go through the 5 reasons again. First, the COVID-19 vaccine can aid in protecting your kids against COVID-19. Second, it might enable your family to resume living a more regular life. Third, it serves as a role model for people in your neighborhood. Fourth, it helps to protect your family, friends, and teachers. The last one, which is the fifth reason, is the COVID-19 vaccination is safe. Regarding how rapidly the vaccine was created and licensed, some parents have reservations. But you should not worry too much because the testing for vaccines is and has always been a strict procedure. When new data emerges, policies and scientific consensus are updated. This is a positive thing since it guarantees that public health and safety are given first priority. It's crucial to understand that scientists did not take dangerous deviations in their research. Due to the high priority placed on developing a COVID-19 vaccine worldwide, these studies received a staggering amount of funding, and the researchers worked non-stop to follow accepted scientific practices. Since coronaviruses had previously caused outbreaks, researchers already understood quite a deal about them, and mRNA vaccine technology had been in development for more than 10 years. Because there were so many volunteers, the studies could be completed extremely rapidly, and the review procedure could go more swiftly because committee meetings and data reviews were given top priority.